beat you. For bloody mercy, fucker! Leave me be! I'll get you! I'll rip you to shreds! Mercy! Quick! Whoa! What happened? You look worried.
My husband Vostatek left to go hunting and hasn't come back. I'm worried that something happened to him. He's von Burgo's lead huntsman, and the forest is full of poachers these days.
Maybe he just got caught up somewhere.
Not a chance. We're invited to young Lord Semin's wedding. He wouldn't dare miss that by wandering around the woods for so long. What would Lord Semin think if we didn't show up? It would be a disgrace. He sometimes loses track of time out in the woods, but I've got a really bad feeling about it this time. One time, Vostatek didn't come home for 4 days after his horse broke its leg in the woods. I had a feeling right away that something bad had happened. And I have that same feeling now. Do you reckon you could help me?
Do you know where he might be? Where's his hunting ground?
In all the forests here around Vidlak Pond. He didn't tell me exactly where he was going, but maybe Vitek knows.
Vitek?
Our son.
Does that happen often? That he gets lost in the woods?
He disappears for a while from time to time when he gets orders from Lord von Burgo. And besides that, well...
What is it? You can tell me.
He drinks a bit sometimes. Then everything takes him longer. His job isn't easy, so I understand when he does, and I don't get upset with him.
I understand. But maybe you're right, and it really is something else this time.
Exactly.
So your husband got lost when he was out hunting, and you want me to go and find him?
I'd go myself, but Vostatek doesn't want me going to the woods on my own. He says it's dangerous. But you look like a fearless lad, and I'll be sure to reward you for your efforts.
What can I expect in return for helping you?
I can give you some groschen. We aren't too badly off. But above all, if you help him, you'll be in his good books. And everyone wants to be in my Vostatek's good books.
All right. I'll bring Vostatek back to you.
Thank you. I wouldn't send you if I didn't think it was necessary, but I have a really bad feeling about this. Before you leave, please make sure to talk to Vitek. Maybe he'd know where his father was headed.
Why doesn't Vitek go looking for Vostatek then?
I told him, but the lad is young and stubborn. He just doesn't listen to me. And besides, him and Vostatek don't get along very well.
All right. I'll let you know as soon as I find something.
Be careful out there.
Farewell, and take a bath, for goodness sake. You look awful.
Good evening. What do you need?
I'd like to learn something.
What is this about?
Will you show me how to track wild animals?
Great. Let's get to it. Learning this trick will take some time.
I'd like to learn something.
What are you interested
Being quick and sneaky at the same time still gives me trouble.
in? All right, I'll show you something. But you need time for it.
I'm looking for your father. Did he mention where he was headed?
Ma talked you into it, didn't she? I'd be willing to bet he just got wasted as usual. He's nothing but a drunkard. It's no secret.
Do you even realize what's at stake here? The woods are a dangerous place. Do you really want something to happen to him? Your mother would be a widow, and you'd be an orphan. Who'd take care of you then? As soon as Lord von Burgov found a new huntsman, he'd have him move into your cottage, and you'd have to leave. Or do you have a sack full of groschen stashed away somewhere, so you could go and buy a new house in Prague?
Kurva, all right, shut up already. I'm not stupid. Father may be a drunken bastard, and living with him is a chore. But Mother still loves him. I'll help you, but only for our sake.
Where did he go? Tell me.
The last thing he said was he found a dead deer near the pond, and he wanted to go and see if there were any wolves about. So I'd go down below the cottage, walk along the shore, and then turn north into the old forest. If he didn't get boozed up and forget, that is. Wouldn't be the first time.
Shouldn't you be looking for your father? You can come with me.
Ha! Forget about it. I'm sure it'll end with you dragging his drunken arse home anyway, and I'd rather avoid that.
What's your problem with him? He's your pa. You shouldn't talk about him like that.
All he does is drink and doesn't care about anyone else. Why would I talk about him in any other way? He's like a big, drooling infant. Ma and me are always at his beck and call. So I say we should let him deal with it himself.
Be that as it may, I'm going out to look for him.
No need to rush. At least it would give him time to sleep it off and come home on his own. Careful.
Since you're always walking around the ponds here, did you notice a stray dog wandering about?
What? A dog? Do you think he came here to poach fish? Now, sheep? Well, that would be another story.
And why did you specifically mention sheep?
A while back, I heard Siegfried the shepherd complaining about them. Or about the gamekeeper. Or both. Why didn't you go and ask him yourself?
I've already spoken with him. Is there anyone else around?
Look, I'm interested in things that swim in the water. Go and ask the gamekeeper about things that run around in the forest. He lives here, on the other side of the pond, but be careful. He drinks like a fish.
Thanks. I'll try and ask him. Otherwise, you haven't heard any talk of stray dogs around here, have you?
No, if it doesn't have fins and scales, I'm not interested in it. Though one night I was way down on the southern end of Rock Tower Pond, the big one, I've a spot there where I catch catfish. Well, I'm fishing, and all of a sudden I hear howling. Not just any old howling, mind you. There must have been at least 50 of them howling in the woods. That noise like an avalanche. I ran straight home and haven't been back there since.
Such a large pack.
See you later, my friend.
Why did I even leave the house? Get out of here, you stinking mutt! I'm not food!
Someone up in that tree there. If I don't help him, those wolves... It's all right now. You can come down.
Thank God! I was starting to think I'd turned into a branch! Watch out! I'm coming down! Jesus, Mary, God, find that arse! My foot! Ah! Agnes! Ah! Take a look at it. Is it bad? Fuck! Is it broken? Come and help me! Come and help me, man! Fuck! My leg! Come and help me!
You all right?
I fucked up my bloody ankle, damn it! Thank God you were passing by. Otherwise they'd have eaten me for sure! I'm forced to check. Huntsman!
Your wife sent me.
My dear Zlata. Thank God for her! What's your name?
Henry.
And thanks to you as well, Henry. You've got... Ah! That hurts! You've got to carry me. Christ in heaven. Of course this happens to me.
Is it bad? How do you feel?
How the hell do you think? Like old Black's prick.
What?
I can't get up either. Oh! Ow! Kurva! Ow!
Jesus Christ. I'll help you then.
Thank you. You can carry me to my camp. That's where... Excuse me. That's where Pepik is.
Wait, what?
I'll tell you on the way. Let's have a quick drink first, eh? Want some? I still have a swig of schnapps left.
I'd rather not. I might end up dropping you along the way.
You're bloody right. At least there'll be more for me. Oh. It hurts. Christ. Fuck. Let's go that way.
Which way?
That way.
For Christ's sake, I can't see where you're pointing.
Turn away from the pond. Go around the bushes and keep going till you reach an old fallen tree. Yeah! The tree trunk's covered in moss. You can't miss it. It's north from here. Ow! Damn it! Man! I told you to be careful! You're carrying me like a corpse.
You're as heavy as a wild boar. So stop moving so much. And that includes your mouth.
No need to get as prickly as a hedgehog. You might poke my eye out.
Oh, Christ almighty.
What are you putting me down for? That's the fallen tree. I can't get one bearings when I'm upside down. I keep going in the same direction until you come across an anthill. Then I'll tell you what to do.
Don't you dare puke on me.
Oh.
No. Don't do it.
What are you putting me down for? Here's the anthill. Look at those fellas go. They're as busy as hell. It's making me thirsty looking at them. You know what? Take me to the ale house instead.
What?
I said fuck it. Let's go for a drink. Yeah! Take me to tacos. They've got the best ale.
Are you mad? I'm not going to carry you to the tavern. We're going to your hideout.
All right. Shit. You're right. We have to find... I nearly forgot about the poor fella. Take me to the north, along the stream. There's a birch there that's split in two. A real peculiar tree. You'll know it when you see it.
Fine. As long as it's not too far.
That's the way. Not much further now. Carry on into the forest. There'll be a marker on a tree there.
A marker?
Aye. A cross carved into the tree and a pile of stones next to it. The folks that work in the woods here mark all sorts of interesting places and stashes. Come on, let's move! Peppy! Peppy! Where's her big ear boy?
Maybe he went looking for you.
Are you out of your mind? Peppy may be smart, but he's not that smart. He'll be where... There it is. That's the tree. You see the mark? My hideout is just a bit further to the north. You can put me down there. We're here. Put me down. Where's Peppy? Shit. Let's see if I can stand up. Henry!
What now?
Oof. I need a drink. And to catch my breath, here, take my water skin. Fill it up in that barrel over there. I'll just lie down here in the meantime. I'm dying of thirst here.
Water. Here you go.
Thanks, mate. This will clear my head. I know you've done a lot for me already. But there's something else I need. You've got to find Peppy. Whether he ran off or someone stole him, he's in trouble.
What does Peppy look like?
He's very dark, nearly black. He may not be as muscular as a regular worker, but he's quick.
So, who is this Peppy, anyway?
He's one of Lord Vonbergo's subjects. He's very kind, but can't be on his own, especially not in the woods.
Let me guess. Peppy is a horse?
What the hell did you think he was? My personal servant? Of course he's a horse! And not just any horse. Like I said, he's from Lord Vonbergo himself.
Who could have taken him? We're in the middle of the woods. There's nobody around.
You're wrong. There's been a band of poachers wreaking havoc around these parts for a while now. I haven't managed to find their camp yet. But it can't be far. I'm sure they're the ones behind it.
What are we gonna do about it?
You'll have to track them down, because I'm useless in this state.
All right, I'll find him. I can't carry you all the way home on my back. Where should I start?
I tied him up by that sickly tree over there. All that's left is the cut rope. I'd start over there. There must be some tracks. Once you track him down, hop on him and ride over. He's very nice. I'm sure he'll let you. Just watch out for those thieves. If you were to take care of them as well, I surely wouldn't mind.
Will you manage all by yourself?
Who do you think I am? A little girl?
What if some more wolves show up?
Why would you even say that? Get out of here and stop scaring me.
I'm on it. Rest up in the meantime.
Thanks, friend. And another thing. I had a hunting crossbow on the saddle. If you find that as well, keep it for your trouble.
Somebody untied the horse and led him along the path. A hunting horn. I reckon the huntsman had it hanging on his saddle, and it fell off here. Oh, I'm on the right track. They kept going along the path. That's quite a pile. They must have gone this way. A saddlebag. They emptied it and threw it away. More tracks. They can't be far now. That must be the poacher's camp. I've got to be careful now.
Intruder! Get over here! You fucked up now, asshole. Oh! Show your stuff! Mercy! Spare me!
Get on your feet and fight!
We're going to gut you, you whore son! Do it! Hey, fuck that! You wanna try me? I'll shove steel up your ass! Follow me! I'm all yours!
Right, Pepik. Let's go and see Vostatek. Whoa! Quick! Whoa! Found Pepik. The bandits had him, just like you said.
You have no idea how glad I am to see you, lads. Thanks, Harold.
You're welcome. And my name's Henry.
Whatever. What did you do with those horse sons?
They're dead. Down to the last one.
Serves them right. You're one hell of a fighter. You're a real tough fella. I mean, you stink, and your shoulders are pointy. But a tough fella nonetheless.
Enough already.
All right, then. Will you ride with us? Or will we meet back at my place? We've got a lot to celebrate.
I'll ride with you. We wouldn't want you falling off that horse along the way.
Henry, you found him. I knew something had happened.
It's all right, Zlata.
Vitek, come here. Pa's home. Thank God you're all right. What happened?
Nothing much. Some wolves went after the carcass I had and chased me up a tree. Good thing Henry here showed up to save me.
Mother of God, that could have ended badly.
What is it, Ma? He's fine, just like I said he'd be.
Vitek, don't be rude.
He's right, though. I'm mostly fine.
Don't talk rot. What about your leg? Don't tell me a wolf bit you.
Nothing like that. I did that jumping down from the tree.
Are you sure there were even any wolves to begin with? You reek of booze! Again, he was drunk, wasn't he?
Those wolves were really there. Whether Vostatek had been drinking before that had nothing to do with it.
Right. So he was off his head.
That's enough, Vitek. I won't have you speaking to your father like that.
But
Quiet. Apologize to your pa.
Give it a rest. Both of you. Please. Vitek is right. I'm the one that should be apologizing. I was drunk. But I promise you, I'll change my ways.
I don't want any more of your promises. But I'm sorry. I'm glad you're all right. But I've got to go. We have some work to do.
What are we going to do with that boy?
I'll have a word with him later.
That's enough talk. Henry, we've got to reward you somehow. If you ever need a place to sleep, our door is always open.
That's right. And you deserve a big pile of groschen. You saved Pepik and even dealt with those poachers on top of it.
What poachers?
Oh, nothing, Slatter. Thanks, Henry. Here you are.
Happy to help.
Now, if you'll both excuse me, I've got to sleep it off.
Thank you, Henry. Truly. Stop by sometime.
God be with you.
Same to you.
Blessings to you.
I'm looking for my dog.
What's that got to do with me? Everyone's looking for something.
You're a huntsman, so I figured you'd have some idea if there's a stray dog roaming around here. It's possible he might have joined a pack of wolves.
Now that you mention that wolf pack, I've got it in for them. And I'm not the only one. They've been wreaking havoc around Simeen, chasing after game. It's driving old Lord Simeen mad. But you're telling me an ordinary mutt joined up with them?
I'll have to go and verify it. Thanks.
Folks say they're always prowling up in the woods and rocks above the pond in the evenings. If you want to find them, try looking around there before dusk.
I'd like to learn something.
What is this about?
How are you able to drink so much?
Thanks. I'll teach you one trick, but it'll take time to learn it.
I'd like to learn something.
What is this about?
But I'm still really clumsy when it comes to skinning animals.
Fine, but it'll take some time.
Quick!
I wouldn't want that.
Whoa!
Saturn and Jupiter are in bad constellation at the moment. That churns up the black pile and makes you ill. You've been hanging around with me.
Whoa!
And what if I have? He may be a bit odd, but everything he says is true. The other day he told me to give the cows dark ale. Go! God! Go! Quick! Quick!
Whoa! 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 savage deer. It looks as if they were dragging it somewhere and it snagged on something here. They were trying to drag this poor thing away somewhere. They can't be far from here. What? Mutt, come here. Good boy, good boy. Get it. Ah! You little flea-ridden furball. Where have you been? What's that? Those wolves have turned you wild. Ah, I'm glad nothing happened to you. I was worried about you. Seriously, there wasn't a moment I didn't think about you. Oh, come here, you cute little monster. Do you want to go back there? Or are you going to stay with me? I'm glad to hear that. So, we'll get down to work then, eh? There are a lot of things we must do. So, tell me, did you like it over there? Did you meet a pretty she-wolf over there? Oh, I'm just playing around. But did you miss me at least? What? You didn't? Did you forget about me? Ah, so you're just kidding me, eh? I think that's enough. It's great to see each other again, but it's time to go. I agree. Said like a true knight.
What's that? You mangy mutt.
Stop fooling around!
No one wants to hear your barking. Shut up!
Men are already asleep.
Such a... Huh?
Look what I have for you. Here, Mutt.
God bless.
Come here!
How can I help you?
This could use some...
Where I am. Lies. You have a kind master, eh, Mutt?
I'd like to discuss the price.
Sure.
Is this enough?
Look. Aye, you're convinced me. Great. I'm glad you found what you were looking. looking for? Take care. What do you want here? Why'd you barge in here?
I talked to Betty.
And?
Nothing yet. It seems there's no talking to this hermit.
And Betty didn't help you?
Well, not really. It seems she's afraid.
Betty? Afraid? And did she mention me?
She didn't.
That's all water under the bridge. Betty's a tough woman, you know. Not one you'd want to rub up the wrong way. And if she's afraid, you won't have it easy, lad.
I'll see what I can do.
And get a move on, for fuck's sake. Time's running out. You're up early. What'll it...
I'll have a look at the where. I'd like to discuss the price.
Sure. Aye, you're convinced? That you're doing business. Take care.
You silly doggy.
My God.
I'm searching for Pavlena from Zhelyov. She comes here selling baskets. Do you know anything about her?
That herb woman Bozena's daughter. I don't know nothing about her, and I don't want to know. They ain't welcome here.
I hear Ambrose the Hermit has some old sword.
Aye. He used to have it hanging on the wall in his hut, but then he took it down. He might have sold it.
What happened to Ambrose the Hermit?
Mother of God, deliver us from evil.
Do you know anything about that devil?
Mother of God, I don't...
Master, how up?
Do you know anything about Pavlena from Zhelyov? A young girl. She comes here selling ointments, baskets and stuff. She's gone missing, and I'm trying to find her.
Aha. You mean that girl who hangs around with young Roman from the woodcutters? Better to ask him. I don't know her much.
I apologize.
You silly doggy.
This
I'm looking for Pavlena from Zhelyov. A young girl, pretty, weaves baskets. Have you seen her?
Old Bozhena's daughter
Aye, that's her.
comes here selling baskets,
Yes,
ointments and all kinds of remedies.
yes, that's the one.
I ain't seen her. Try the rat house. Thrush, the bailiff, knows what goes on.
Show me your where.
Oh well, what can you do? What would you like?
I need... I'm looking for Pavlena, the daughter of Bozhena from Zhelyov. She comes here selling baskets and other items.
Aye, I know her.
Do you know if she's been here in the last few days, Master Bailiff? I'm a bit worried about her.
I haven't seen her myself, but you can ask around the village. Try the houses along the road to Zhelyov. She'd have to pass that way.
What can you tell me about Pavlena?
She used to live here with her mother, but then we drove them out. She's not the kind of girl you'd notice much, but she knows how to take care of herself. I let her come round here because, well, maybe I've gotten soft in my old age. But I reckon children shouldn't have to pay for their parents' sins. Don't you think?
Why did you drive them out of Troskovitz? What happened?
Bozhena was our midwife. It ain't the cleanest trade, but it's needed. Women all over the domain used to call for her help with births. Only, as it turned out, bad help is worse than no help at all. I won't go digging up old grievances, but believe me, we had cause enough to drive that old witch out of here.
Has Pavlena got any friends here? Acquaintances?
There's Roman, who brings us wood.
Roman? Who's he?
A woodcutter like his father. May he rest in peace. He lives just off the green. His hair is red like embers. You can't miss him.
And Pavlena's on friendly terms with him?
You could put it like that. Roman's pa wouldn't be too happy about his son being with an outsider like her. But all he can do now is look down and weep. Not that Roman ain't a decent lad. Honest and hard-working. It wouldn't surprise me if Pavlena left her ma to be with him.
Well, I don't think that's likely. Pavlena left all her things at home.
Still and all, you could go and ask Roman if he's seen her or not.
Do you think anyone here would want to hurt Pavlena?
Troskovitz is a decent village. You'd better watch your mouth.
I'd like to ask about that diabolical apparition.
Go to hell with that.
surprise me. There hasn't been an affair like...
Greetings. Do you need something?
I'm looking for Pavlena, the daughter of the herbalman from Zhelyov. Do you know her?
Aye, I do. Pavlina still comes here from time to time, selling baskets, ointments and whatnot. I ain't seen her around in a while, though. Why are you looking for her?
She hasn't been home for a long time, so Bozhena sent me to look for her. When she left, she was heading here.
If I was you, I'd go and ask at the rat house. Or Yezhek the Cooper.
My God!
That old
what's
goat
taking
had his
so
eye
long?
on her one time. Only she wouldn't have him if he was the last man alive. Can't say I blame her. That Yezhek's a drunken sot.
What's this Yezhek like? And what do you mean about him having his eye on Pavlena?
He wanted to get married, and no sensible girl around here would have a drunkard like him, so he figured Pavlina might be an easier bet. He promised her a home in the village, but the girl wasn't so dumb as to fall for it. He's hardly got 2 groschen to rub together, and his house ain't no palace neither. All she'd have out of it is a heartache, and a bunch of brats as pig ugly as their old man.
And where might I find this Yezhek?
If he ain't boozing here at the tavern, he'll be on the way here or at home.
Thanks. And do you think this Yezhek might have done something to her? Like abduct her because she scorned him?
Nah, he ain't got it in him. He's all mouth, but he'd never raise his hand to a woman. And even if he did, Pavlena would probably give him a hiding. Just recently, he got a black eye from this skinny fella here. He's a weakling and a wretch. He wouldn't have a chance with Pavlena.
Show me your wares.
I'm sorry. I wasn't paying attention. Praise the Lord.
I hear you're interested in Pavlena.
What's it to you?
Well, Pavlena's gone missing. Do you know anything about that?
Fuck, wait. No, I haven't seen her lately, and I got a pasting in the tavern, so I haven't been out lately. You can ask there.
Aye. I heard about that famous fight of yours.
So you see, I wouldn't wish no harm on Pavlina, even though she didn't want me. But I'm not sure you could say the same about that ginger-headed Roman of hers. That's where I'd look if I was you. His cottage is on the road to the butcher's.
You're looking for Roman? I also need to find him. To ask if he knows where Pavlena is.
That sweetheart of his? Well now, I hadn't thought of that. They could be together somewhere, so you can help me look for him.
Where do you think Pavlena and Roman might be?
Not long ago, Roman was talking over a beer about how him and Pavlena wanted to leave and start a new life. Somewhere where no one knows her and her ma.
You think they'd really do it?
I took it all with a grain of salt, but after what he told me last time, anything is possible. For Christ's sake, he's got a whole house his pa left him. He wouldn't just leave it on account of her, would he?
Well, I don't know about Roman, but I've been at Pavlena's, and it didn't look like she was getting ready to leave.
She might have done it in secret, and she'd have reason enough. Believe me. Best to go and look in Roman's house. That should clear things up.
Wait, though. What was it you were going to say about Pavlena? What did Roman tell you? Why would he want to move away with Pavlena now?
No, I shouldn't have said anything. I promised I wouldn't tell anyone.
Listen, I really need to know about it. It might be important. Something could have happened to Pavlena, and any little thing could be a clue.
Yeah, I suppose you're right. It ain't really a little thing. Well, it is and it isn't. Pavlena is expecting a child. It's Roman's bastard.
Really? And who else knows about it?
Roman says he told only me. But who Pavlena might have told, I couldn't say. I don't reckon she's got many friends, though.
Now I see why they wanted to leave together.
Aye, that's just what I was thinking. We really should check out Roman's house. Then we'd know for sure.
All right. Let's go and take a look at Roman's.
Great. That is, you can go there.
Hang on, you said you two were friends. Why would I go there alone?
For one thing, I have to work. And besides, how would it look if anyone saw me breaking down his door? My reputation would be ruined, whereas you, no offense, you're a stranger. You don't have to worry about your good name, do you? But me, I'd lose my livelihood.
How do I get into Roman's house?
Through the door, of course. Only it's locked. I tried it. You'll have to figure something out.
Oh, that's just great. All right. I'll go and have a look.
After you search the place, come back and let me know what you found. I'll be around here somewhere.
Nobody home. But maybe Pavlena was here. It's set for 2. Freshly eaten. And there are the baskets Pavlena came here to sell. They were here for sure. Maybe they just went for a stroll. Dushko might know about their favorite spots. I searched Roman's house.
And what did you find?
Now, there's no one there, but Pavlena had been there for sure. The table was set for 2, and I found the baskets that she sells too.
You're right. It sure does look like she was there.
It can't have been long ago either. The food was still fresh. Any idea where they might have gone?
Well, they've got a favorite spot down by the stream. You could try looking there.
Where exactly?
There's a ditch leading from Roman's house to the stream. Follow it down the hill. When you come to a place where the stream flows between the two big boulders, turn left and go straight. There it is, under an old linden tree.
All right. Thank you.
But, mind you don't walk into the middle of anything, awkward. And tell that lazy bastard to get his ass to work. I'm not going to do his work for him. Farewell.
Christ, there must have been a fight here. It's covered in blood. Used as a weapon, maybe. This is surely Pavlena's. A piece of her dress. This doesn't look good. If I give it to Mutt to sniff, he might catch a scent. A trail of blood. I should see where it leads. Track! Track! Come here! Jesus.
Come on.
This must be Roman. Someone buried him here. Mother of God. And the body's been munched on by a pig. I should try and find out who's herding those pigs. Maybe they saw something.
Piggy, come here. Ladybird, you stupid swine.
I found a stray pig.
That's great. I lost a sow somewhere. Where is she?
Not so fast. It's munching on a corpse back there in the forest.
Blessed Virgin. What corpse?
My guess is it's Roman. A local woodcutter.
By all that's holy. I saw him going towards the woods with his girl, and now you tell me he's dead. Surely she didn't kill him. Oh, Christ, I think I'm gonna throw up.
Have you seen anything suspicious going on around here?
Suspicious? Like how?
I don't know. Someone carrying or dragging something? That corpse didn't walk there on its own.
Hang on now. I did see something a bit odd. One of the farmhands came from the woods in a big hurry. And he was carrying a spade.
Which one of them was it?
Straw! That is Slavobor. But everyone calls him Straw. He works on Yakish's farm. A big farmstead in the south of the village. Oh, do you think he could have killed Roman?
Who knows? But it does seem like he buried him.
God's truth.
Who are you?
My name is Hugo. I herd hogs. I take them to the woods to forage for acorns and nuts. But I ain't got nothing to do with no cops, if that's what you're asking.
You say you saw Roman with his girl. You mean Pavlena?
Aye, that's the name. Pavlena. I saw the pair of them going down towards the stream. Probably for a smooch. The two of them are pretty close. That is, they were. Oh, you think the girl might be mixed up in his death?
I hope not. I'm trying to find her too. Thanks for your help. I better go and find that farmhand.
Aye, and if he really done it, then give the murdering fucker what he deserves. Ladybird! Where the hell did that pig go? Ladybird! Where are you? Ladybird! Come back before a wolf eats you!
Search. Mutt won't find the trail here. Are you the one they call Straw?
Yeah. Why?
I know everything. I know you buried Roman's body in the woods.
What? How could you? That's not true.
It's no use trying to wriggle out of it. I have a witness.
Shit. Fuck. I didn't want nothing to do with it, I swear. It's all that girl's fault.
Where is Pavlena?
I ain't telling you nothing.
Don't try any charades with me. If something's happened to Pavlena, you'll pay for it. Here and now.
No. You're the one who will pay. I won't let you go and snitch on us. Go to hell! Oh! Enough! I give up!
Had enough!
Enough! Enough! I'll tell you everything. We didn't want it to end like this, I swear. I'll tell you everything.
Speak up!
Well, it all began in the tavern. We were boozing with Yakish. He don't go to the tavern much. But when he does, me and my brother go along too. Even though we're just his hired farmhands, he buys us wine.
Yeah? Go on.
When Yakish got drunk, He started remembering that day when his wife and son died. It happened during childbirth. And to this day, Yakish blames Bozhina, the herb woman, for it. She was the midwife. I don't know if it was really her fault, but anyway, the boy died and she didn't baptize him, even though she had every right to do it. The little fella died unchristened, so his soul is damned for all eternity. That's not right.
Actually, children who die unbaptized aren't damned. I heard a priest once talking about some place called Crimbo or something. It's like hell, only the colours are different. And it's, I think, underground? Or in Prague.
Can I carry on?
Right, yeah. So, you were in the tavern with Yakesh, and...
When he had 3 or 4 jugs inside him, Yakish started on about how he'd give anything to see Bozhina suffer the same pain as he did. It wasn't enough for him that they drove her out of the village that time. He wanted to pay her back even more.
I hope for your own good, this isn't going where I think it's going.
No! Listen, my brother, Ota, he was always the sly one out of the two of us. He came up with this idea that we'd lie in wait for Pavlena when she came to sell her baskets.
I see. Bozhena's daughter for Yakesh's son.
No, it wasn't like that. We didn't set out to kill her, just to give her a bit of a hiding and tell her not to come back here again. Then we'd lie to Yakesh that she was dead, and he'd reward us with... well, he's got 2 girls to marry off, and Marusha's a pretty one. But he'd never let either of them marry a hired hand unless I'd done him a worthwhile service. See?
Tell me what you did with Pavlena, you fucking idiot.
We followed her along the path to the pond, and then we jumped her. Only then her fella turned up, Roman. As soon as he saw us, he charged us like a wounded boar. And he held my brother by the throat and pounded him like a madman. So I grabbed a rock and smashed him over the head with it. I never seen so much blood. I didn't mean to kill him, I swear.
God almighty. And what did you do with Pavlena?
She was stunned when she saw what happened. So my brother grabbed her and dragged her into the rocks while I went to bury Roman. We couldn't just let her go after she'd seen everything.
Where in the rocks?
To the south of Zhelyov. There's a kind of gorge there. An abandoned poacher's hide with a ladder leading to it. I've told you everything. What are you going to do with me?
Both of you should be tried justly for what you did. I'll take you to the bailiff and leave the rest to him.
Kurva, I really didn't want it to end like this.
I brought you Slavobor. They call him Straw, from Yakesh's farm. He and his brother attacked Pavlena and killed Roman. Then Straw buried him in the woods.
For the love of God, Straw! Is this true?
We didn't mean to kill anyone. We just wanted to give Pavlena a scare, and Roman went for us. It was self-defense.
Henry, is it true what he's saying?
I don't believe a word Straw says. He and his brother lay in wait for Pavlena like treacherous cutthroats. He should pay for it. A life for a life.
Those are harsh words, Henry. But I'll take them into account. I'll lock up Straw for now, and he'll be tried. Thanks for bringing him in. Roman was an honest Christian.
silly doggy. Hope it lasts.
Die! 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 Go!
Whoa! Whoa!
Stop there! Don't come any closer, or I'll cut her throat. I swear, don't move, you horse son. Who the fuck are you?
My name is Henry. I'm from Skalitz.
And what the fuck do you want here, Henry of Scarlets? Who sent you?
Don't jump to conclusions. No one sent me.
Well, that's great. What the fuck am I to do now? As if I didn't have enough shit to deal with already. Kurva. I never wanted it to end like this. You gotta believe me. I just wanted to give Pavlina a scare, but then that fool Roman got mixed up in it and... I never meant to kill anyone! Shit!
Take it easy.
Don't fucking tell me to take it easy! How did you get here? My dog Bristly was guarding the entrance. What did you do to him, you bastard? And where's my brother? He should have been here long ago. Talk, or I'll slit her throat.
I took your brother to the bailiff.
Fuck! You might as well have killed him straight off. What do you think you'll get for murder? I've got to get out of here and go and save him. Fuck!
I don't know what more I can tell you. It's time for you to make your mind up. Bear in mind, if you do anything to Pavlena, you won't leave here alive. That I swear to you. So, I'd advise you to set her free.
She knows everything. She'll tell on me and I'll be fucked.
Look, if you let her go, you'll still have a chance to make a run for it. But if you hurt her, you'll wish you were swinging on the gallows before I'm done with you.
Shit. Fuck. This wasn't supposed to happen.
Let her go before I lose my temper.
It was bad enough before a madman like you got mixed up in it. All right. Calm down. I'll let her go. All right. Just take it easy. I'm letting her go.
Die!
Look!
Die! Die! That's for Roman! You bastard!
You killed him. But he let you go.
So what? He deserved nothing better.
No, you're right. He had it coming.
Yes, for what he did to Roman. I have to get out of here. Will you take me back home?
Sorry, but I want to clear something up before we go.
What's that?
Are you alright? You're not hurt?
No, I'm fine. Just a few scratches. It's nothing.
How did you get here?
Me and Roman were going down to the stream. He went back to get something, and I went on ahead. Those two bastards jumped me by the stream. I don't know what they wanted to do to me, but Roman stepped in. Only one of them grabbed a rock and...
I know. You don't have to say any more.
When it was all over and Roman was lying on the ground, Otter tied me up and dragged me here. I tried to make a run for it, but that bastard set his dog on me.
Do you know why they wanted to hurt you?
Yakesh put them up to it. For a long time after they chased us out, I didn't dare go to Troskovitz. Ma always warned me not to. Only then, I met Roman. I should have known the people there hadn't forgotten about us. And that Yakesh still wanted revenge.
I know you're expecting Roman's child.
You know? But how?
Roman's friend Dushko told me.
Roman and me, we wanted to leave here and get married. But now... You won't tell Ma, will you?
Why not?
I'm afraid. Ma knows how to, get rid of a child. I'm afraid after what happened to Roman, she'd want to take the baby from me.
Don't worry. I won't breathe a word to anyone.
All right.
That's all I need to know.
So, can we please go now?
We can go. I'll go with you.
Good. I don't want to spend another moment here.
Of course.
Let's go then.
Here we are. Pavlena's fine.
Pavlena, let me look. Are you all right?
I'm fine, Ma. They
abducted her.
God almighty. Who would do such a thing?
They were hired hands from Troskovitz.
And did they do anything to you?
No, they just tied me up. But they were Yakesh's hands. They would have killed me.
Yakesh? I might have known he wouldn't leave us in peace. Hasn't he hurt us enough already? Isn't it enough that we have to live here because of him?
Ma.
I knew it would come to this. Henry, I need one last service from you.
I'd be glad to help.
Yakesh is to blame for everything. For us being driven out, for Pavlena being abducted.
And for everything else.
Everything leads back to him and his old hatred. We'll never have peace as long as he's alive.
What are you trying to say?
I want you to kill him.
What? Are you serious?
Yes. It's either him or us.
What happened between you and Yakesh?
That's old history.
It was because of him that they drove us out of Troskovitz.
You lived in Troskovitz?
For generations. I was the midwife there for years, just like my ma before me. So many children we brought into the world. Yakesh's too, except for one.
What happened?
The birth started sooner than it should have, and Yakesh didn't send for us on time. He thought since Ludmilla had already given birth to 3 children, she'd managed the 4th on her own. Little Marushka came to get us, though, but by the time we arrived, it was looking bad. I did what I could. I gave her poultices and herbs to inhale, but the child was feet first and wouldn't come out. No matter what we did, it clung on and wouldn't budge. In the end, it died. When we finally got it out, it was too late.
He was, ripped apart. I remember that.
Pavlena. It was a boy. Yakesh's only son. He wouldn't listen. He had to look at him. Right after, he threw us out. Ludmilla died during the night, probably all alone, from exhaustion and pain, or maybe distress. Yakesh blamed us for everything, and the whole village listened to him. They drove us out.
Past the boundary stone.
Yakesh turned all his anger and hatred against us. But it was us who tried to save his son.
I don't think it was your fault. These things just happen in life sometimes.
Aye. Everyone dies.
Yes.
Bozhena, don't you know that that path leads nowhere good? They hurt Pavlena, yes, but you mustn't do anything. Murder is a sin.
No, Henry. Enough is enough. When Yakesh accused us of killing his son, I did nothing. When they drove us out of the village, I did nothing. When we had to forage in the woods to survive and spent the winter shivering over dying embers, I did nothing. And now, when Yakesh tried to kill my daughter, you tell me I should do nothing? No, lad. This can't go on.
And what if someone then avenges Yakesh's death on you?
Let them. I've had enough. Why would I make peace with someone who only wants to hurt us?
I don't know. There's just been enough death already. When is it going to end?
It'll end with Yakesh's death. There's no other way. If you think you can convince Yakesh, go ahead and try. But I can tell you now, it'll come to nothing.
I'm not getting involved in any murder as long as there's a chance of talking it over. I'll try to patch things up between you and Yakesh, even if you don't think it'll work out.
As you wish. But when you fail, you'll know what needs to be done. Otherwise, this will never end.
Your farmhands murdered Roman and abducted Pavlena, the herb woman's daughter.
What?
What the hell are you talking about?
Straw admitted everything, so I dealt with him according to the law.
Jesus Christ! Why would they do something like that?
They did it to get in your good books. For taking revenge on Bojena.
My God! I never wanted anything like that. When I get drunk, I curse her, aye, but I never wanted anyone to kidnap her daughter or murder anyone. I didn't put anyone up to it. They did it on their own, and it's their own bloody fault. Jesus Christ! That's the last thing we need, a mess like this. I have to square things up with Thrush. Let them...
Who are you praying for?
For my son, Yaroslav.
What about your other children?
One of my daughters got married and moved out. Marushka and Olina are still here. Once they get married, I'll be left all alone on the farm.
Why? One of them could live on the farm with her husband, couldn't she? Lots of fellows would give the right arm for a place like this.
Aye, true enough. Only a father should pass his livelihood on to his son, goddammit! Don't tell me it's different where you come from.
Well, I only got to know my father recently. He's the royal hetman, Sir Radzig Kobyla.
Well, you do look like a man with blue blood. That I can't deny.
Well, thanks, but actually I'm a bastard. My ma was a commoner, so she couldn't marry Sir Radzig. Fortunately, his loyal subject Martin took her in and raised me like his own.
Out of duty?
To be honest, I couldn't tell you. But however it started, they became close, and later, when they died, Sir Radzig took charge of me. So actually, I have two fathers.
God's will. There are times I wish I'd died before Yaroslav. I'd have saved myself all the misery since then. And all that's still to come.
When did your son die?
Well, Yaroslav would have been 5 years old now.
How come he's buried there, and not at the cemetery?
He died during birth, and was never christened, so he couldn't be buried in the cemetery.
God have mercy. I'm sorry about that.
Aye, me too. If it hadn't been for that treacherous old hag, he wouldn't be here under a tree. He'd be in the churchyard, as he ought to be. The poor, innocent soul. Or standing right here next to me.
Old hag? Who are you talking about?
The midwife, Bojena. My wife, Ludmilla, gave birth to 3 daughters. Quick and easy every time. The village women often scream all day and night before they bring their babies into the world. Not my Ludmilla. When she had Marushka, it was all over before the midwife even got here. But when Yaroslav was coming into the world, you know, I knew already I'd finally have a son. I never sent for no help. Why would I? After all, Ludmilla done it all on her own 3 times. And besides, that Bojena is an unclean woman and a witch. Only this time, something went wrong. Of course, I wasn't there. Being a God-abiding man, I was outside. But Marushka comes running out, shouting, "Pa, send for Bojena! Ma's poorly!" I thought twice about it, but then I sent for her. She came along with a little girl, Pavlena, and a whole sack of herbs. She started brewing right away, and before the night was out, she was pouring God knows what kind of concoction down Ludmilla's throat. It's a wonder she didn't poison her, the crone. I couldn't get a wink of sleep all night. It wasn't till daybreak that Bojena came out of the house, carrying in her arms. They could see right off it was a boy.
Like I said, only Yaroslav came out feet first. And as they were pulling him out, well, he was all Mother of God. I can't even say it. It was that Bozhina's doing, I tell you. If she hadn't pulled him out and left Ludmilla to manage herself, he could have lived.
I'm sure Bozhena didn't want to hurt your son. She was trying to help.
Help? By killing my son and condemning him to damnation? I asked the priest, and he told me every midwife has the sacred right to perform baptism when things go wrong. Like when it looks bad for the child, see? She can baptize him, make sure he gets to heaven. And you know what Bozhena did?
What?
Not a thing. She looked at that little body lying still and didn't do a damned thing. And my wife died a few hours later. So don't you tell me Bozhena was trying to help. That same evening, I got the other fellas from the village, and we drove that damned witch out beyond the boundary stone.
I see. She lives in the woods now.
A good thing, too. She hasn't shown up here since. Many times I told myself we should have done more to her, so she'd know how I felt.
I understand your pain, but it wasn't Bozhena's fault. She saved my life when I was wounded and lost in the woods. She's a good soul.
That's all well and good. But believe me, that witch will never wash clean her sins.
Look, I know relations between you and Bozhena the herb woman aren't good, but it's time to put an end to the animosity.
Where are you going with this? That witch deserves no pity.
I understand your bitterness, and I'm sorry about your son. Bozhena would certainly have saved him if she could, but whatever happened between you, it has to end now. Bozhena came very close to losing her daughter on account of your feud. Your farmhands abducted her, and they killed her sweetheart.
But I had nothing to do with that. They did it of their own free will, not on my orders.
That means nothing. They did it because of you. They wanted you to be indebted to them.
But that's not my fault, and I don't see why I should have to make up with Bozhena on account of it.
Listen, I know a thing or two about revenge. And believe me, sometimes you just have to say enough and turn the other cheek. Because otherwise, it will never end.
You know nothing. I can't simply forgive her.
Well, then do it on account of Pavlena. After all, she's not to blame for anything. But she's the one who's suffering most from your feud.
Christ almighty. You're talking like the parish priest. I'll send Bozhena compensation. I never wanted anything to happen to her daughter, and she's the one who suffered most from that banishment. She can't have been more than 10 years old. I give my word that I won't do anything bad to them. And those two fools of hands, they won't show up here again. And if they do, I'll haul them off to the bailiff myself.
I've already dealt with your hands.
Oh. Good. Good. But my offer still stands. Bozhena and Pavlena could return to the village.
Very well. It's about time this chain of vengeance was broken for good. Give me the money, and I'll take it to Bozhena. But God alone knows whether she'll forgive you.
Thank you. It's time for us all to get on with our lives. I hope Bozhena will understand that.
I'm as hungry as a wolf. Oof, I'm as hungry as a wolf.
Ka! Quick! Go!
Whoa, whoa!
Greetings. Do you need something?
I talked to Yakesh and explained everything to him. He agreed to make amends. His hands acted on their own accord, and he's sorry about it, mostly because of Roman and Pavlena.
What does that mean? That Pavlena can go to Troskovitz and no one will trouble us anymore?
Yes, but that's not all. He gave me some coin for Pavlena, too, as compensation for Roman. Even though he wasn't Pavlena's relative, Yakesh wants to show his sympathy for her loss. Here it is.
Thank you, Henry. In the end, you were right. If only we'd made peace with Yakesh before it all went so far.
Well, at least Pavlena is safe.
I don't know what I'd do without her. We'll always be obliged to you, Henry. If you ever need anything, you know where to come. And you should at least keep half of Yakesh's coin.
No way. I can't take your money. You helped us before, and I helped you in return. So keep the coin.
Well, as you wish, Henry. You're a good man. Thank you for everything. Take care now.
So, how are you doing?
Well, not bad, all things considered. I mean, with all that happened over the past few days.
I understand. I didn't want to upset you. I was just wondering if you had everything you needed, and so on.
You're so sweet, but we're doing all right. Don't worry about us. What we need and can't make ourselves, we buy. We earn some coin from my baskets and Mother's medicines, but mostly we live off what the forest provides. Ma taught me about every flower, root and mushroom, so I pick a lot of things. Ma can cook a hare like no one else, so I bring a lot of them. I can hit one at 30 paces. Sometimes we even eat venison. I can shoot a deer at 50 paces, but don't tell anyone.
Of course. You can trust me. Hitting a hare at 30 paces, that's some serious marksmanship. I'm not sure I could do it. Perhaps you could teach me a few tricks.
I'd be happy to, but don't expect any miracles. You just need to know your way around the forest and practice a lot. And when you live alone in the forest, you've got plenty of time for that.
I heard you could teach me something.
For a few groschen, it won't be a problem. What would you like to know?
I'd like to practice my shooting.
Thanks. I'll teach you one trick, but it'll take time to learn it.